Are you looking for that last-minute festival essential? Or maybe you just want to travel light to get your whole camping setup when you arrive on site? The good news is that Fat Frank's Camping Shop will take care of all your festival camping essential needs. From camping chairs to blow-up airbeds, cosy duvets to festival cooking sets, Fat Frank has it all. And what's more, Fat Frank offers a click and collect service at several UK festivals. So head to fatfrankscampingshop.com to order now, or visit Fat Frank and the lads at your favourite festival. Fat Frank's Camping Shop, the official sponsors of Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide.
Welcome to Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide. I'm Neill Wilkinson in this special episode where we're meeting the bands playing the 2024 Takeover at Download. So let's welcome my fellow host. It's Rich Holmes from Rich Holmes Photography.
Yo, big up yourself, motherfucker!
Yo, how is North Wales?
North Wales is... it was sunny today, and then it got a bit cloudy. It's a bit chilly. It's here. I'm here.
Very Welsh.
Very Welsh. Lots of sheep.
Well,
Lots of sheep.
I can say a word in Welsh.
Go on.
Araf.
Araf.
Which means slow because it's printed on all the roads.
It does. It is, yeah.
Or Llandudno. There's the one. So, this is very impressed. I'm sure you're impressed.
I'm very impressed. You are now an honorary Welsh person.
Oh, thanks. Follow us on the socials or on YouTube by looking for Festpod. And don't forget to follow the Takeover page on Facebook and Insta by searching for Takeover at Download. Now, there are two versions of this show, audio and video. So the video you'll find on YouTube and the audio is on your podcast app. Just search for Festpod to find it. And if you'd like to support the show, you can find us on Patreon. You can find all our links. Festpod.co.uk is the place to go. So, let's have a chat with the bands. Let's meet the bands, the amazing bands picked. We've got 6 of them who are going to be performing on the Takeover stage on Wednesday evening from 4 o'clock in the afternoon in District X, which is the new name for the village, which does anyone really call it that?
It's the fucking village.
It is. It's the fucking village. It's the Tarmac Lake. I'd rather call it the Tarmac Lake.
I would also rather call it the Tarmac Lake.
District X. Anyway, so the first band that we are going to be chatting to today is Veiled. Here they are. Hello to Veiled.
Hello. We are.
Hello. It's like talking to you in LA. There's a little bit of a delay on the line, I think. Okay, so there's 5 of you, I can see, and you're all masked up for us, which I appreciate. Are you going to go around yourself and introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are.
I'm Kyle. I'm the vocalist for Veiled.
I'm Rob. I'm the guitarist and clean vocalist for Veiled.
I'm Sam, and I'm the lead guitarist for Veiled. I'm Tucker, and I'm the drummer. I'm Adam, and I play bass, and I'm mostly a backing track.
Okay, right.
I'm loving the masks, guys. I mean, you gave us quite a fright when you popped up on screen in the studio. It was nearly fell off my chair, to be honest with you. But I'm glad I've seen them up close now because
We just figured it's necessary character.
Right. So, I mean, who?
We basically sleep with these on as well.
nice.
Yeah, we haven't got because I've only got a small screen that I'm looking at. They look almost wooden or sort of stone or something. I mean, have you made these yourselves?
So yeah, these ones are like Hessian sort of material, and then painted. This one was made by some dude in Mexico. Some dude in Mexico made this one for me.
That's incredible. They look amazing. They look so good. So let's talk about influences. Who do you guys listen to?
Oh god, that's it's quite varied, to be fair. Yeah, you won't get two of the same band.
You were listening to ABBA on the way here.
I was listening to
I
ABBA.
love it.
Yeah, everything from ABBA, Enter Shikari, Slipknot, Throne, bit of everything really. I mean, if you want to
go, I listen to a lot of 80s synthwave, which is like my chill sort of stuff. But then in the heavier side, I think my two main bands that really made me want to start doing vocals was Whitechapel and Suicide Silence.
Nice.
For me, I'm a massive fan of Enter Shikari, stuff like that. But yeah, on the heavier side of things, I really like, Whitechapel, Slipknot, that sort of stuff. I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, mainly like your Enter Shikari, that type of stuff. That's what got me into like wanting to play, weirdly enough. And then we're playing horrible deathcore music, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, actually, in kind of Fight Star, Fight Star was probably my first real heavy band that I ever heard. Yeah, they were fantastic.
Yes, Sam. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really listen to heavy music too much. I guess my main influence is sort of like Falling in Reverse and stuff like that. But I mainly listen to a lot of like classical and blues. I'm not doing this. So,
And how would you describe? I mean, you've just said deathcore. Is that how you would describe it?
I don't know. I guess yeah,
probably the closest thing. In terms of, like the bulk of our sound, probably like 70-80% of it is blast beats, breakdowns, some beatdowns in the new shit. Obviously, we do have choruses, sing along parts and stuff as well. But yeah, I say 80% is just balls to the wall heavy.
Nice.
Yeah, somewhere in that region, we definitely say. I don't think you could lock us into straight up deathcore because we know there's a lot of people that. Yeah, we've got singing in the band. That's a big no-no in the deathcore community. So
I'd say halfway between metal. Well, about 80% of the way between metalcore and deathcore.
So somewhere in that region.
Nice. It's metal.
Spanning the genres.
Yeah.
I like it. So, Takeover. Congratulations, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Well done to you guys for making it through onto the hallowed turf of Donington Park for Takeover. You are opening the Takeover stage. How does it feel to be opening Download Festival?
Terrifying.
Terrifying. That's probably the best word to sum it up. Terrifying.
Joking aside, though, obviously very exciting. I think it's a bucket list item for probably everyone on this band is to play Download.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a dream. Yeah. Definitely.
Have you seen the stage? I mean, were you there last year?
No, we weren't there last year. I've seen the sort of mock-ups of the stage, this year's stage, and it looks insane. There's all sorts. I don't know what we can and can't say that there is there, but it looks similar to last year from what I can tell. So yeah, it's daunting to say the least.
I can literally say it's going to be the biggest show we've ever played.
Yeah.
So having that in the back of your mind is, it's quite terrifying. I try not to think about it too much. Until we sat behind that stage ready to go on, I think I'm just going to push it back.
It's just another show. You got to have fun, right? It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah. It's going to probably be the best day of most of my life.
You got this chance to play on this 6 foot high stage, which I nearly fell off last year, and you got this chance of Takeovers later in the day. You can drag these people in. Just your music that I've listened to is insane, right? You're gonna literally shake that tent to the fucking ground, right? You are gonna fucking tear the place down, and you've got this massive opportunity to bring people in and get people having a good fucking time. early, mid-afternoon on the first day of download, and I can't fucking wait for it. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah, we're absolutely buzzing for it. Like, just can't wait to hear all of what we've been doing on such a massive scale. Like, just hearing like that feeling of the kick drum, like during soundtrack, like hitting your chest. Yeah, that's.
I think it's gonna be the hardest we've ever played, and I feel like we're gonna feel it the day after.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get through the rest of download, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna be written off after that. So.
Yeah, the banger.
I mean, that's what it's there for, isn't it? Leave it all out there on the stage, and you never know what might happen next, because rumours have it, there are bookers in the crowd and backstage watching, and who knows what might happen. What are your plans going forward? What do you think is next for Veiled?
Anything.
Don't know what we can say. Well, we're teasing a little something at the moment that we've got coming. Let's say before download, we've got a little something coming out there, and yeah, after that, it's just sort of trying to keep up with the momentum from there. Just go with whatever happens, because who knows? Like, we could end up on some sort of tour or something, depending what offers come in at whatever point. If we've got some releases, we got music in the in the holster, let's say.
Maybe an album, maybe not.
Maybe some material. Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe not.
where were you when you got the news? I mean, what were you all doing when you found out you were going to be playing the Takeover?
God, I was at work. I was at work, and I got a message. I just saw the notification come down at the top of my phone, and it was like Heather Gibb, and then like it was.
We thought it was fake.
Yeah. For quite a while we thought it was fake. No. We just thought it was someone. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will get it on any of your pages, but there's just a lot of like spam messages that come through, or like your page is going to be taken down or something like that. So a lot of the messages I just ignore anyway. But then I saw the little preview, and it was like, "Congratulations!" I'm like,
You've won an iPhone.
Nah. So yeah, but that came through, and I messaged our manager straight away. I was like, "Is this real? Is this legit?" And then he messaged back, he was like, "You fucking done it, lads."
Was this the first time you've applied for Takeover?
I'd say the first real time. I mean, we put something in last year, but it was like a really last minute. We filmed a rehearsal just on his phone, and it was like really like we never expected anything to come of it. It was just kind of throw it in anyway. But this year we kind of went a little bit out of our way to record something. We got our cameraman, videographer, Breakpoint Media came down, like did a really professional, like multiple takes, making sure that we got the right performance in, and like all the cameras around and that sort of stuff, which of course, as you all know, like it's not required to do something like that, but we really wanted to put in that extra level of effort and showcase our stage show, because that's one of our biggest sort of selling points, I would say. If you see us live, we have a lot of energy, a huge light show that we bring, and we really wanted to showcase that in the submission. So yeah, we really went kind of all out with it. Adam over here, he mixed it all and got it all sounding nice from the raw recordings and what have you, and yeah, made sure that we put out the best that we could be.
Yeah.
I want to mention in particular the video that we played on the show, because it gave really spooky vibes, which I love. I love anything spooky like that. It was like you say, you had someone go over, and the mix is incredible on that particular video that I saw that we played out. Just a really great effort. So,
look at me.
I'm not, no wonder you got picked. Fantastic.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, all of that's down to Adam. We've worked with Adam longer than he's been in the band. We've always gone to him for like mixing, mastering, all of that sort of stuff, and he's been a friend longer than he's been in the band. So yeah, he just helps it sound amazing.
How long has Veiled been going then? Because you all seem quite young.
Thank you.
This is why we were in last.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 50.
No, Veiled itself has been going just under 2 years now. I think we released our debut EP about a year ago at this point. So yeah, as a band, it's very new. We've all sort of known each other through other projects or other bands and what have you through the years. And yeah, and kind of just all come together in Veiled. Kyle, of course, the new vocalist. So the video that you will have seen, that was our old vocalist, Jamie, and Kyle's thankfully stepped into the shoes.
And I'm also getting Yorkshire vibes from you. Is that right?
I don't know where you're getting that from.
White Rose.
Whereabouts are you from?
Leeds.
Yeah, the Leeds Wakefield area,
Leeds,
sort of around
yes.
that.
I'm a Sheffield fella, you see. You can spot another Yorkshireman very easily, can't you?
Can I just ask? Right, I'm loving your masks. Your drummer at the back there with his full face mask is fucking terrifying. Is he as terrifying underneath that mask? Because like, is it hiding something grotesque or?
No, he's a very pretty man.
Is that why it's full face mask?
He's the looker of the band. It's ironic that it covers it up.
That's the thing. It would imbalance things too much. Like,
You see, you can't have your sticks man being your best looking man in the band, right?
yeah, exactly. It just right off. We're going with all the horror vibes, and then there's just Baywatch over here.
Wow, incredible. Well, it's great to meet you guys, and you're going to be first up, aren't you? Are you pleased about the position that you've got there, first on stage?
Yeah, to be fair, because it's one thing playing download, but opening it, like starting that weekend for everyone, that feels a bit more special for me.
Yeah. I think any position at download.
Yeah, any position. But I mean, personally, I think I prefer the opening slot one because you get to say you've opened downloads. Not many other bands can ever say that. As well as we don't have to sit around and watch all day whilst we're just seeing the crowd grow, or like seeing our other friends play or what have you. Like we're good friends with InRetrospect, who are top main support, I guess you'd say, main support. But yeah, they're amazing lads. And yeah, just seeing them, like watching them. If the roles were reversed, and watching them open and then essentially shitting ourselves for the rest of the day until we got to play. I prefer going up there, get it out of the way.
I think it helps us to set the stage as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're going to tell the people. I think we probably are. Like the first song we play is probably going to get people moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get people. You're going to bring people into that tent, aren't you, for the takeover? And that will be on the Wednesday from 4:00. And we'll be there. We'll be backstage chatting to all the bands. So we'll look out for you after you come off stage. Grab a quick word with you, and see how it went.
Yeah, we'll be very sweaty, a little bit steamy. So we apologise in advance.
We like that on Festpod. We encourage the sweat.
Yeah. Let's just say under these things, it gets a lot hotter than normal other bands.
Yeah.
Do you know what's weird? Is that last year the first band on was Andromedus, and they wore masks as well.
They did.
Yeah, I saw them guys as well. Yeah.
Recurring theme.
Yes,
they were very sweaty as well.
Yes, they were. Yeah, so we know what to expect.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks so much, Veiled, for putting time aside to speak to us today. We really appreciate it, and we wish you a lot of luck for your. In fact, you're the first band on it. Download. It's going to be amazing. It's so excited to see you guys, and so we literally will see you there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Can't wait.
Big sweaty hugs when we find you.
Look forward to meeting you.
Cheers, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great bunch of lads there. Veiled. Looking forward to meeting them and seeing their performance on the takeover stage. They're up first, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to start the takeover them. I think they're going to tear it up, Neil. I can't wait to see them. Great to chat with them, and looking forward to really seeing what they bring to the 4:00 party. I'm sure they'll drag in a quite a big crowd as well, and really got the party started on the stage in the doghouse.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
so excited.
Careful what you do with that hand under the desk there, Neil.
Sorry. I'll do that later. Or perhaps during our next interview with InDevth. So here we are with InDevth.
How's it going?
Hey, so could you introduce yourselves?
I'm Adam, play guitar in InDevth.
I'm Sam, I do the vocals and all the horrible shit, basically.
Cool, all right. So, first of all, congratulations on getting through to being on stage at the Takeover at Download.
Well
it
done,
must be
boys.
an amazing feeling.
Yeah, honestly, dude, yeah, we were absolutely gassed when until we got the message through. I was sort of like sat at work and I was like, what the fuck has happened here, right?
Yeah, we were pretty much all at work and just seeing the message come through, be like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, it was like, all right, let's go. Nah, so we really appreciate both the opportunity and the Takeover for having us. It's gonna be sick, hopefully.
Is it the first time you've applied?
Yeah.
The first time I've ever played Download. So yeah, well, it's something we've always like really wanted to do since obviously like we were kids and stuff. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Fucking
The
hell.
first time you've applied and you've been put straight through. That's good going.
Fair play, boys.
Yeah. We're pretty gassed on it.
Yeah.
You're quite a new band as well, aren't you? If I recall.
Yeah, we're relatively a new band. Like we've been sort of a new band for maybe 2 years, I would say. But we were a band called Dream Eater previously, and we did a lot of other stuff. And then we had to change our name because of a rebrand. But I'd say we've been like InDevth for about 2 years, and it's just been going super sick. Like we play with some awesome bands, and yeah, we just seem to be getting really cool opportunities all the time, and it's sick. So
Yeah.
So what's it mean then for you guys as a band then to be playing Takeover? What's your kind of your expectations? What you want it to do for you as a band?
I don't know really. We're more kind of excited about the fact that we're literally playing Download. Like we've wanted to do this since we were kids and stuff. I don't know if we've even thought about what we kind of want to get out of it apart from just playing Download. You know, that was kind of the number one for most of us, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I've been to Download previously, and I've seen like bands like Envisions and like our friends Cabin Boy Jump Ship do it like a few times, and I know how good Takeover is. So I knew as soon as that came in, I was like, oh, okay, this is actually going to be sick because I've seen I myself have seen Takeover, and it is awesome. We often, like me and my friend Ollie, we always said like it's actually a really good slot to have because there's no one else playing on a Wednesday like a Download, and everyone's up for like watching live music. So fucking get in.
I love how excited you are for this.
Yeah,
because
we can't.
Yeah, I mean, you've watched the Takeover and you've seen the size of the stage.
Oh yeah, exactly. Doghouse is mad, isn't it? Like it's gonna be crazy.
So have you planned what you're gonna do?
Not really, to be honest. We're just going to go out and play, to be honest. Just kind of do the usual set. We're trying to get a couple of things together, but that's all kind of like under wraps at the moment, really. But
okay.
We got other things under wraps. But obviously, we just dropped our new EP, Drowning in March. Sorry,
it was March, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and so we just dropped that, and so we just want to like play that and like bring that across the UK, really.
Wow.
We've got some really cool shows coming up, like including Download and stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be sick, hopefully.
So you guys are busy already anyway, aren't you? Even without Takeover going on.
Yeah, we've had like quite a lot in the books this year. I mean, first start of the year was like pretty quiet because we were basically focusing on getting the EP out, but ever since that, it's just kind of been go.
Yeah. We had some really cool headline shows, like in London and Southampton as well. That went really, like, so much better than what we thought they were going to, and that sort of like set up what this. And then we had that, and then the Download announcement in the middle of those shows, like it was happening, and then it was like, so it's all been like since April, it's been a bit crazy.
Yeah, it's been a bit busy.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, as a fairly new band, it's good to keep that momentum going, though. I mean, this must have really given you a boost.
Yeah, we were literally like, well, if we've got this, we just can't slow down. We just got to keep going, see what else we can get, see what else we can do this year.
Absolutely.
Plan for next year. Yeah.
Because, of course, now you're a Download band.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
It is a bit cheeky when you say it like that.
I can see it's still sinking in with you.
Yeah, honestly, it's still a bit overwhelming. I don't actually know what it's going to be like when we actually go on stage. Like I'm sure it'll be fine.
You've been to Takeover. I've never been to Download, so my first time going to Download, I'm gonna be playing it. It's pretty surreal thinking about that.
Just approach it as any other gig. It's any other gig.
Yeah,
it's a big fucking stage and a big fucking tent, but it's any other gig, isn't it? And
I think once like you overthink it, and then you get there, you just play that first note, and you're like, "Yep, I'm just playing a show now." Cool.
And at least it's the Wednesday. Are you guys sticking around for the whole festival?
We plan to, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you get it done, and then you get on it, and you can enjoy the rest of your weekend, and you're gonna have a good time, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it as well. And like obviously, like Wednesday, I think is like one of the best days of Download normally every year anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 'Cause everyone's sort of gassed to be there that day, and so we're all on the beers. Everyone's having a great time. Do you know what I mean?
You're
So
on day one vibe.
I'm a day one vibe, and then start with the whole rest of the festival. Like I'll have 4 days of misery after that. Like, do you know what I mean?
We've all been there.
Every year.
Whereabouts are you based?
We're a bit all over the place, mostly kind of like Hampshire way. Me and Sam are in Andover. Harvey's nearer Southampton, and Bobby and Pat are Oxford way.
Yeah.
So it's not too far away, but it's a little bit kind of split in different directions. But nothing a quick hour drive can't sort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And have you done much touring?
Yeah, we did a couple of dates with Spit and Teeth last year. That was really fun. Great guys. Did a run, this was as Dream Eater, but just before that we did a run with Harbinger, and they are our boys. We love those guys. Did like 7 days with them.
Yeah, 8 days.
That was great.
Yeah. But
like most of the shows are all sold out, so
yeah,
it's great fun, man.
No,
great fun.
We've done a lot. We've done a lot like one-offs and a lot of cool. We did have a lot of cool shows. Like last year, we supported Throne and like Heart of a Coward, and we played at Tech Fest. And like we did a lot of like a good lot of one-off shows as well, which was really cool. And yeah, it was kind of like last year was kind of sort of like a sort of transitioning kind of year with us with like the rebrand and stuff. And like so it was kind of like building that back up from what we previously had. But I feel like it's gone pretty well.
So where do you draw your influences from? Are you all kind of got kind of similar tastes, or are you all kind of very kind of
quite varied? I mean, we all like very similar bands. Like we're all into what makes us sound like us. Like I'm pretty sure everybody in the band likes Knock Loose.
Yeah.
But that goes without saying nowadays.
Yeah. Like Kubla Khan. Like
yeah, like. But I think all of us, we would probably give you like 5 different bands each. Like I know Pat is really influenced kind of more like older school metalcore and deathcore stuff like As Blood Runs Black, All Shall Perish. So it's cool to get that kind of like tinge in there without it being like we sound like a band from 2006.
Yeah.
But we're trying to mold that into kind of what we're doing anyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure most people will give you about 5 completely different bands in terms of influence. But
yeah, exactly. I think we're all across the shop, and we all like different genres of music too. Like we all like obviously we love rap music and stuff, and like we love pop music, like we love everything like that. Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think we all just brought up on different kinds of music, and like I think that's cool. So, yeah.
Sometimes makes the best kind of culminations, I suppose, when it gets into your writing process, doesn't it?
Absolutely, G.
So, in terms of releases, where do we stand at the moment?
We're busy cooking up some stuff at the moment. Nothing quite ready to go just yet, but at least by the end of the year we'll have a couple of goodies to give out.
Yeah. Well, that's something not coming out hopefully at the end of the year, but
harder work though.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, we just dropped Drowning, so like we're still sort of like just beginning our sort of cycle with that kind of EP. And that's sort of like, it's kind of cool because we started off really cool with the headline shows, and like we're now going in to start playing like the first actual shows of like these EP.
Yeah, supporting it through the summer and stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, like
basically the plan.
We've got a lot of shows that we haven't announced yet, which are coming up real soon as well, which are going to be sick. But obviously, can't talk about them.
Oh.
Yeah.
In terms of festivals, I know you'd said that you hadn't been to Download before.
Yeah, no,
which
I've never been.
A lot of bands that we've spoken to are saying there's at least one person there who hasn't been to Download before, so it's going to be an interesting experience for the lot of you.
Yeah, that's true.
But do you go to festivals generally? I mean, where do you go normally?
I wasn't really a massive like festival guy. Not because I necessarily didn't like them. I just never did them for some reason. I've been to two of the tech fests before that ended, and they're amazing. Obviously, a lot smaller scale, but really kind of like community driven because it's like, it's not quite the scale that like your major festivals are and stuff. But yeah, that was great. But I do think Download's going to be a whole different ball game when I get there.
Download's mad big, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so big, but it's so good. So it's just.
Are you going to be camping? Are you going to stay over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you got to do it properly, right?
Yeah.
And it's always fun staying with other bands who are on.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be fun just to kind of like talk to everyone for a couple of days and just hang out. That's going to be good.
That's always the best thing about Download every year, and you walk around and see like everybody you know, and it's like, oh hey, I haven't seen you in literally like since Download last year, and it's just like.
Now, I'm gonna mention the V.
This one, bro.
Because Hevs was very confused by the V.
The V, I understand how the V could throw people off. It's fine. It is an upside down A, is what the vibe is.
Yes.
So that is what we are.
Straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah. But I understand how it could be interpreted differently. This was all part of the rebrand and why the legal issues, and it's just a nightmare. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
but we make it work. But yeah,
yeah. Because in your logo has the cross of the A, so you can see it a bit more clearly. But obviously, she's been looking at it as a V.
Yeah, it doesn't quite come across the same cool way it does in emails or something. On a logo, it's cool, but in an email, it's lame.
Yeah, we should have really thought about that. Like, honestly,
it's been a bit on the spot. I don't have it yet.
Yeah,
honestly.
she was very confused. But now we can confirm officially it is InDevth.
Yeah, proper movie.
Not that it needed confirming, Neil. We knew.
Well, I mean, Hevs. If Hevs is watching, we know we've got the band here now. We can. It's from them. It is officially InDevth. So who else? So it made me laugh so much that she couldn't say that. So who else are you looking forward to on the lineup?
Oh, Nick.
So where do you start? Limp Bizkit for sure.
Oh hell yeah, Limp Bizkit.
Speed, Zulu, Biohazard, Alpha Wolf.
Alpha Wolf was that.
Black Dahlia Murder. Oh my days. Shadow of Intent. Loads of us are excited to go see them.
Oh, there's loads of there's loads of bands like that. Yeah. I want to see Bad Omens because Bad Omens is just insane. Like I saw them a few times. I've seen them a few times a couple of these years, and they slap, absolutely slap. So you want to see those guys. We want to see High Lung, just before them because they're just like that seems like a really booky experience. Do you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah. There are some really good bands. Yeah,
it's crazy lineup this year.
Limp Bizkit for me, I think is the main one.
We're all making sure we are 100% going to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's going to be quite. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to it this year. It's quite a mix, quite a varied mix of bands that are on this year, and I'm going to try and see as much as I can. But obviously, we're going to see all of the Takeover. And we'll hopefully have a chat with you once you've come off stage. Have you just blown everybody away?
Yeah.
Easy, mate, yeah. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweaty, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. And it's going to be warm.
Yeah. No place for hoodies. So, thanks so much, InDevth, for having a chat with us today. Thanks very much.
Well done again, boys. Thank you.
Guys. Have a good weekend.
You too, guys. Lovely chat there with InDevth. Really interesting. It's interesting to find out the background to these bands and to just know a little bit more about. You feel a bit closer to them, don't you? You see, like you feel like you're getting to know them and you're with them on the journey.
Oh, absolutely, especially with such a young band as well. Almost, at the not quite at the start of the journey, but you feel like you're at in the earlier stages, chapter 1 of their journey, maybe chapter 2. Yeah. Getting in there and kind of seeing where they're going to go and keeping tabs on where they're going on that journey and watching them develop into this bigger band as they go and great bunch of lads, and I think they're going to really smash the shit out of the Doghouse stage, and I can't wait to see them. Fuck me, just watching these interviews back again, it's just making me realise how excited I am for Takeover this year.
Yeah. Oh my God. So it's going to be quite a party, and what do you need at a party? You need a party band with a mandolin, perhaps.
Ooh,
so
let's bulbous mandolin.
A bulbous mandolin.
Bulbous.
Have you got a bulbous mandolin?
I always have a bulbous mandolin.
And so and so do the Gallowgate Murders.
Murders.
What are you drinking?
Guinness.
Nice.
The
traditional Scottish drink.
Of course.
Guinness.
To be fair, Scotch is not really that great. Everybody's just drinking this already. Only get a band with
hello.
Oh, we've got it.
Why not? Three slight technical delays here, but I'm here.
Technical issues.
What's everyone doing?
we've just started, so you're just in time. So can we go around the room, and who are you? Introduce yourselves.
All right, Shelby, you can start because we're just going to talk over each other.
Yep, let's do it. So I'm Anna. Shelby is my nickname in the band, so you probably will hear them referring to me by either name. And I am the whole songwriter, rhythm guitarist, co-vocalist, and whistle player.
Wow, you're a busy lady.
Very busy.
Okay, so over to the pub.
Yeah, so I'm pretty English, like playing guitar. Nice and simple. Yeah, I mean, that's all I do.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm Tom Thorne, also the co-writer, co-vocalist, and mandolin player.
I'm Sean Clinton. Cool. I do drums, and I got a seat at the back. And no folk coverage whatsoever.
Bask in the glory that you've got today. Everybody can see you right now.
But you've got the best beard.
Well, I don't know. You're up there, Nick.
Oh, I don't know.
So Shelby.
Get in there.
So talk to me about the Gallowgate Murders. How did it all come about?
Well, I'll take this one and then pass it over to Shelby. Because it was a case of I wanted to start a Celtic punk band. Shelby wanted to start a Celtic punk band, and we literally just met in a pub at a Rum Jacks game. We just started talking, and she's saying, "Oh, I've just moved to Glasgow. Do you know anybody in Glasgow that wants to start this band?" It's like, not in that city, but then we just started chatting amongst ourselves. So Shelby will want to go a bit more into this because the band was quite literally Shelby's wee child.
Yeah. So I actually moved out to Scotland from London, and I started this band in London with my older friend, who's a drummer, who's no longer in this band. He's stayed in London. And we had a few songs, and we couldn't really find people that wanted to do similar genre. And we struggled to get musicians in to fill in for rehearsals, and I just gave up on that. So I thought, if I move to Scotland, maybe I'll see if somebody up there would be interested in similar style. And within literally 2 months of coming up here, we all met, and it was just meant to be. So I was really happy that I made that move.
Say.
And I'm not sure if I could name any other Celtic punk bands.
Yeah,
I mean, is it where did it come from, really?
So I think most Celtic punk, we call ourselves Celtic punk because almost everybody else in the scene calls himself Irish punk. Meanwhile, got Scotland over here, I'm Scottish, for lack of a better term. Irish and Scottish. Because why actually in our songs you would see influences of both Irish trad and Scottish trad sort of waving through each song.
So congratulations, Takeover.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Something a bit different for the Takeover, a download. What does this mean to you guys firstly as a band, but also as individuals?
I I can probably say to the entire band that it is absolutely amazing for us. When we got the news, we were playing a gig that day, and it took a lot of high energy in our shows, but that one ended up being really high energy. We were all absolutely buzzing about it. The whole thing was like, as customers and stuff like that. I've done them with plenty of times, and I'm on that stage playing on. I saw Max Abbott there 1 year ago, right? So to actually be able to go down and play. So, this will be my first time attending Download at all.
Wow.
The first time we played it, it's mind blowing. It's surreal. It's not. I don't think it's quite set in yet. I think the feel will set in the second and get near the stage. So for me, Download was the first festival I ever went to. I was 18 at the time. So I went there, got absolutely thrown in the face, like, here's this giant festival. I felt probably out of my element, just going to like tiny little gigs up in Inverness where I was living at the time. And it was one of those things that I'm just like, I would love to be up on that stage. So personally for me, it's like a dream come true. Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see the hard work there,
Absolutely, yeah. And also, like, with Download obviously being like literally the biggest festival, this is just as good as it gets in the UK. And I think we're all humbled by that so much that we just don't really know like how to take it. Like Tom said, it hasn't really set in yet. So we're trying to prepare ourselves in the best way we can, but we just also don't quite know like what to expect. And I suppose it's such a great opportunity for us to network and to meet other bands and to meet with all of you guys as well. So yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, because this is absolutely mind blowing and just a fantastic chance for any band that is like ours, which is pretty much unsigned and just still kind of like making big waves in the local scene, but not quite out there yet. So it's that kind of like very difficult position we are in, where like we just don't know like how to take it from here. And this was the sign. So thank you.
No, that's great. I think that's the beauty with Takeover as well, as you got, you know, as you say, the networking with the bands. And I know bands in previous takeovers have gigged together. They've gone on tours together. You know, there's bookers there. There's artist management there that people have been signed with. There's PR people that people have been signed with, and all these doors start to open. And honestly, guys, I can't fucking wait. You guys are going to bring the fucking party to that tent, right? You guys, honestly, I'm not fangirling, right? You guys have been on heavy rotation on my Spotify playlist, right? Since you guys have been in that, honestly, right? In the car, whilst I've been at work, whatever, right? I've been listening to your tunes and you just make me smile and make me want to dance. I can't really dance, but I just want to get up and go, and I can't fucking wait for it. I'm so excited, and I guarantee you guys are going to fill that tent.
Well, I expect to see that.
It's going to be something special.
Don't worry, we'll bring the party. We're always ready. If they can, we are. I think we'll bring the rest.
Hey, I'm a Welsh boy, so you know we're kind of Celtic brothers.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah.
So, some of you are brand new to Download. Some of you have been going for years. Have you had a look at the lineup? Have you had a look at who else is going to be there at the same time as you?
Yeah. Queens of the Stone Age, of course, I've been to see. Yeah, Queens of the Stone Age. I'm like that.
Queens of the Stone Age is definitely the highlight. This is one of my favorite bands, so I'm just like, I can't really comprehend this.
See, with me, it's the way that the Offspring are playing, and every single time I've had the opportunity to go and see them, something's always come up. Yeah. So I am really looking forward to that. To be honest, though, every band that's on that bill, I am looking forward to seeing. They're all trying to skate around the fact I'm personally most looking forward to seeing Busted and with full sameness. I'm actually Busted. Hell yeah.
You know what? You're not the only one. There's a lot of people. I think that's going to be a very busy tent.
Oh yeah, it's a very unexpected announcement. I'll say that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You were not going to be able to get into third stage. I cannot believe they've got them on third stage. Honestly, I really think it's going to be that packed out. It's going to be a ruck to get in there. So you guys are getting in there, I'm sure.
One of our friends, when they got the announcement, everybody else was like, Jeff, I've seen Busted. And we just thought, I was like, should be Busted.
Wow. Yes. I mean, yes. I love McFly more than Busted.
That was the first gig that I ever remember seeing.
Wow.
My mum took me to a festival in Falkirk in 2004, and the only band I remember coming on stage was Fly.
My first gig was that same year, and that was Alice Cooper and Twisted Sister. We are not the same.
It's going to be like Fly wins every time, hands held.
It's probably a good point to ask you about your influences for the Gallowgate Murders. I mean, it sounds like you all like lots of different things.
You definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah,
100%. Like that's one of my favorite bands. Like Melissa Singh and Tom.
Yeah,
I'd say here, yeah.
yeah.
The folks is definitely like at the core of this whole journey that we started. And then like individually, we're all into definitely like any kind of alternative, guitar-based music. So that could span from anything like, just kind of bluesy rock through to punk, through to metal and, kind of hardcore and stuff like that. So I think there's just so many different things. And I never really wanted this band to be, kind of categorized in one only genre. I thought that it's just always better to be a bit more open because that gives us opportunity to be, kind of taken on board for any other tours and festivals. It's, like once you kind of pick, we are just this genre, you kind of really limit yourself what you can do as an artist as well as how people perceive you. So I think the kind of one of the best thing about this band is that everybody as an individual brings something else to the table. And I can't imagine that any other way, really.
I'm definitely agreeing with Shelby does. I came from an Irish musical background, and that's where the mandolin stuff kind of comes in when I'm writing. My dad plays the same instrument. And I very much killed the band going, we're going to be doing this, Tweedly Dee, and all that kind of. And then these guys just kind of told me to shut up and threw their own stuff onto it, and it became quite a unique sound.
Yeah, when you first get a song and it's like, this is what it sounds like, it won't be finished product will come. It's just, they don't sound like the same song. No, they're not.
Because in one of your videos I saw what I now know is a mandolin, and I don't think I've ever seen one before. I mean, I've heard the name of the instrument before, but I couldn't have ever told you what one looked like. So
yeah,
let's get your mandolin
one with
out.
me now. This is an Irish mandolin, but it gets used in various different like folk cultures and some country American.
Right.
Yeah, you don't really see much of it kicking about on the stages in like rock or metal gigs.
You don't, do you?
So,
wow.
well, I call this one Mandalore.
Wow. It looks like it's of some age as well. It looks like it's had some use.
It definitely has.
I put it lightly.
I don't
Should
really
have been the first time.
that you would expect that probably should relate into me because I'm just going absolutely mental on stage all the time.
I mean, that's really interesting that you've made a mandolin sit quite comfortably next to electric guitars. And it's a really interesting sound that you guys have got. I don't know if it's anything like this has ever been performed on the Takeover stage. I've never seen anything like this at Download before.
Well,
are you comfortable being different?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Kind of made my own little mark about that, to be honest, since I was a child.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so you've got some recordings made. You've got obviously tracks out, and I don't know if you've got an album out just yet. Have you?
We've got an EP.
An EP. Okay. Are you in the studio at the moment, like writing and recording, or?
We're in the writing process right now. There's a lot of ideas floating about, and we're just finalizing. As Craig said, whenever me or Shelby are pitching songs, what it ends up being at the end of it is not completely different, but it really adds the So we're just getting those final parts done before we get to studio.
Wow, well, that's the creative process, isn't it?
So,
Exactly.
what are your plans for after Download?
But after Download, well, where does we stay for the entire festival?
Yeah.
And after that, actually, I'm supposed to be just like set away into Italy as for the band. So again, it's that stage where we are in the process of trying to write. I'm trying to get a tour together either towards the end of the year or beginning of next. We're just trying to finalise it in the things.
Wow. Fantastic.
Because of England, I couldn't say that in Scotland. I do like playing, and they seem to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I go everywhere. Love to go back down south.
Fantastic. Well, we can't wait to see you.
Well,
Likewise.
That's Rita.
Yeah, congratulations again. It's a fantastic achievement to make it onto that lineup of 6 bands this year on the Takeover stage. So you've done, I mean, out of hundreds of bands this year as well. You've
doing that one way.
That really came as a surprise to these two because we didn't actually tell them that we'd applied. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Where?
So what was your reaction when you found that out?
We couldn't believe it. we thought it was one of those messages, because Hems messaged us on Facebook, and I was at work and I said to the guys, "Can someone look into this because it looks like some sort of like one of the fraud accounts. I don't think this is real." We looked her up and we was like, "Oh shit, this is actually the heads like from downloads." So we're like, "Oh." Guys, I think we're playing downloads.
So the time since we were gigging that night, we're all just on our group chats, messaging, making sure everything's right, and it's just bum of messages. And then me just going, "Fuck's sake, guys, we're playing downloads."
For fuck's sake, we're playing downloads.
Yeah.
What? I'd woken up and I'd been working the night before, and I just noticed there was like 60 messages on the group chat. I'm like, "What's this?" And I'm reading them. I'm like, "This isn't real, is it?" No.
The band is a good price there as well. So sometimes you get like a group chat going, and you're quite not sure if this is actual conversation or somebody's just having a absolute just lot of patter and just running mad with it.
And not only are you playing Download, but you're also playing Bloodstock.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that's
wow. I mean, that's great. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it feels like this year has just gone and completely. It's gone from 0 to 100 very quickly. Quicker than we can react to.
Hang on, you mean I got to have beers with these guys twice this year? Oh wow! Oh, what a shame.
So we'll see you there.
Both places then.
Do you know which stage have you been booked for? Do you know which one?
It's
we're on
the EMP.
That's the one. The formerly Jaeger stage. And I love comments.
The best.
Wow.
That's the best stage. That's the best stage.
Love that.
Yeah, I would love that stage. Yeah, I've seen a few bands there before in previous years. It's just, it looks like a really fun time to be able to play it, which again came as a complete surprise at 9 a.m. with a Facebook message on my way to work, already running late. Had to stop and be later to phone Shelby. He's like, "Do you want fucking explaining this again, please?" As we said, between all of us, we've been to both these festivals many times over the years as partners, so the opportunity to be able to play them is just absolutely mind-blowing. And we're all excited, terrified. Like, absolutely terrified.
Absolutely. It's the capacity that we're terrified of. Thousands of people.
Wow.
I complained earlier about being stuck at the back away from all the photos. I think once we get out there, I might welcome it.
We'll see what we can do.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. So, we'll see you at Download and we'll see you at Bloodstock. Amazing.
Download. See you guys at Bloodstock. No pressure.
Yeah.
Bring it funny, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Hell yeah.
Thanks ever so much for talking to us, guys, and best wishes for the day.
Thank you for having us.
See you at those festivals.
Well done again, guys.
Yeah,
thank you. Cheers, and we'll see you there.
The Gallowgate Murders. Looking forward to seeing the carnage in the Download Doghouse tent on the Takeover stage. They look like they're going to be a laugh. I think they're going to be a laugh, Rich.
Well, fuck me. I
I've been listening to this band almost non-stop, and I've listened to all the bands non-stop, but these seem to appear on my playlist more than anybody else for some reason, and I'm going to have a party, and they're going to make this disabled boy dance, and that's a scary thought for many reasons, because I've never danced, but yeah, I'm excited to see what they bring. There's something different, they're fun, and actually, they're exactly what Takeover can and should be about sometimes. They're going to drag people in, we're going to have a party, everybody's going to be on the beers, on the whiskey, it's going to be fucking chaos, and I'm all for it. I am all for it, baby. And I'm going to be backstage. I'm going to be fucking drinking like fuck. I'm going to be fucking shit-faced. And the rest of the day is going to go to shit. No, I'm not.
Well, that's fun.
I'm professional.
Fine. No, that's all right.
I drink ass water. Only ass water.
We're only drinking the ass water. So... On that note, let's take a break for some ass water. Whilst we hear from... Let's hear from another band that we met, and let's take a short break. We'll see you right after this.
Hi, we're Confessions of a Traitor, and this is Festpod. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for that last-minute festival essential? Or maybe you just want to travel light and get your whole camping setup when you arrive on site? The good news is that Fat Frank's Camping Shop will take care of all your festival camping essential needs. From camping chairs to blow-up airbeds, cosy duvets to festival cooking sets, Fat Frank has it all. And what's more, Fat Frank offers a click and collect service at several UK festivals. So head to fatfrankscampingshop.com to order now, or visit Fat Frank and the lads at your favourite festival. Fat Frank's Camping Shop, the official sponsors of Festpod, the unofficial rock festival guide.
Welcome back to Festpod. Now let's get right back into it. Let's meet our next band, Flatline. Hello to Flatline. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. Thank you very much for having us.
So do you want to just introduce yourself?
So I'm Liam. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Matt. I'm the guitarist, and I do some vocals as well.
Cool. Now, there's not just two of you in the band, is there?
No, there's 5 of us in the band.
And are 3 of us a bit camera shy?
we figured it might be a bit cramped if we did all 5 of us. So
wow, okay, I like the way you think.
So actually, I tell a lie. Our bass is on a stag do as well. So
are you the 2 better looking ones then?
Yeah. No, our bassist is gorgeous, but he's on a stag do.
He is a very handsome man, and our drummer's not in the country at the moment. So
yeah.
Oh wow!
Don't know where Mike is though. We've got. Mike's the other guy, no idea where he is. He just went quiet. Hopefully,
you should have just said yes.
That was nice.
Yeah, I know. So, congratulations on making it to the Takeover.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I mean, how did it feel?
Absolutely mental. We applied last year, and we have fingers crossed for last year's, and obviously it didn't come to. And then we applied for the deal with Kerrang as well this year, and we got through at the final 10. And again, it was like, oh, is it going to happen? And again, unfortunately, that didn't happen. So this is it's massive, absolutely massive.
I cried my eyes out when I found it.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, so I just processed it really weird. Like I was at work and I got the text and I was sort of like, oh great. And then I went on a walk at lunchtime and I just remembered playing guitar when I was 12, being like, I'm going to play Download one day. Then I gave up on that when I was 18. And I was just on this walk and I was like, 12-year-old me would be so proud of me. Crying.
Oh, that's so nice. I mean, it means so much, doesn't it? Because as a band, it's the one place you want to get to, isn't it, really?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
It's the final boss, really, isn't it?
In it.
What about you, Liam? Where were you when you found out?
So I was actually on my lunch break, and I work with my dad, so we went out to Morrison's, got a meal deal from Morrison's, Mexican chicken sandwich,
nice.
nomadic yogurt pot, and I think it was a Red Bull, but I can't remember. We'd got the message from Hevs as we were just driving to go and eat it, and I just dropped my phone and started slamming his dashboard. We're playing Download.
Oh my god!
I was going to kill Liam because when we got when we applied last year, Liam was keeping an eye on the view count of our videos, and so honestly, he kept hyping us in the group chat. He was like, "Boys, we're still getting views. And I was like, "Liam, stop!" And then we never got it, and like he was doing the same again this year, and I was like, "Liam, I'm going to mute the chat. Like, shut up, stop it." I was getting really wound
I
up.
think the final straw, like you'd said that literally the morning that we'd got told, and then like at lunchtime I'd been like, "Boys, I told you," and then just sent a screenshot of the message. Oh, it's class.
Wow! Oh my god! So, have you been to the takeover? Have you seen what you'll be doing?
Yes. So we both went to download last year. We both got in relatively late because of obviously the mad traffic, but we managed to catch some of the bands. And we've already seen October Ends prior. Or I'd seen October Ends prior because they're from around our area and we know the bassist. And yeah, absolutely class, absolutely mental. And both have been going to download for years and like catch snippets here and there. It's ridiculous that we'll be doing it this year.
I mean, it's a huge stage, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely enormous. If it's the same one as last year, which I assume it probably will be, absolutely mental. It's like probably as big as a third stage really at download.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. It's like 6 foot high in the air as well. It's really ridiculous.
I mean, are you going to be brave and do what some of them did and jump off into the crowd?
Well, I've read some of the info pack we've got, and it says you're not allowed to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. Definitely not gonna do that.
That would be naughty. We're not about being naughty in Flatline.
No, of course not. So, you're from the northeast?
Yes. Shithole.
Oh, really? You're not going to pick it up?
Do we have strong accents? People say we sound like Geordies quite often, and I can't understand Geordies, so I hope not.
You've got a little twang. I wouldn't say it's overly strong.
I thought that when I went to uni in London, I was speaking to someone at a party, and they were like, "Sorry, mate, but I can't understand a word you're saying." And I thought, I've not even a strong Teesside accent at all.
You just made the listeners think you are the poshest man on the planet going to uni in London. Can't be in a metal band with these university-educated London students.
What did you study, just out of interest?
I studied audio engineering.
Goat slaughter. Sorry.
Goat slaughter.
You should have said that. You would have brought it back, wouldn't you?
No, I did audio production.
Really? A man after my own heart there, audio. Yes. It's quite a geeky subject.
Yes, have you heard of SAE Institute?
I'm going to say, yes, I have.
Okay, never mind. Well, yeah, it was there that I went to.
Cool, all right. And I want to know about your music. Tell me about your influences.
Oh, go on, you can take this.
Oh, no. So I have a really eclectic taste. Like, I like everything. Like, I like... Well, System of a Down, I like Kylie Minogue, I like Slaughter to Prevail, I like the Black Dahlia Murder, I like, honestly, like, I don't know, when I write, if it sounds good, I'm happy. These guys will tell me it sounds terrible or good, and then we'll roll with it, like, I can take it, so.
I mean, as probably a load of people our age, we're late 20s, early 30s, my gateway band was Linkin Park. And forever till I die, will be my favourite band. But I don't want to get too deep into it. But like when we released our last EP, the Flatline, like it's just the self-titled EP. We called it the self-titled EP because all three of the songs are like totally different. I think anyway. So the first one we released, Break the Cycle, is like really like not punk at all, but like a bit more raw, a bit riffy, bouncy kind of sing-along chorus. The one after's got weird 8-bit sounds in it. It's got weird like super low vocals, and then the one after it's like really techie, and again like a big ethereal kind of open chorus. So you've got I don't know like While She Sleeps and Error and Alpha Wolf. I think there's the three main bands I'd say would relate to those songs.
Wow,
for me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? How all these different influences come together to make one sound, which is...
And all three of those bands are playing at Download this year, so buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Hey, that's your prize, isn't it? You know,
Fun
you
fact,
get to go.
It's actually Liam's stag do at Download. Like, we were going anyway for his stag
No
do,
way.
and then this was like the icing on the cake. So.
It'd be class. So if you catch any of us on the Thursday walking around in a Disney princess costume, you know why.
You told us this, boy.
12 of us dressed as Disney princesses on the Thursday. So yeah,
I was just planning on just literally doing absolutely fuck all on a Thursday, but now I'm going to invite myself to your stag do.
Disney princess search.
Who are you being, Belle? Is it Belle?
I'm Belle from Beauty and the Beast, yeah.
Oh, can I be the Beast?
You can absolutely be the Beast.
It's
Just
uncanny,
join the
isn't
stag
it?
do.
And then Matt is Tinkerbell in probably the sluttiest Tinkerbell outfit you've ever seen.
No one really wants to say that, but Download's getting it, so.
Well, not no one.
Tinkerbell's not really a princess, but I wanted to be.
It
I wanted
works.
to be Tinkerbell, so.
Why not?
Who doesn't? Let's be honest.
So, how did you guys get together?
So I'd try to form some bands when I was in uni, and it just never really came to. And then I came back from uni maybe like 2017-ish, and was trying to find bands for a little while. And then I'd got together with our old drummer and current other guitarist, just on a whim, just like, oh, do you want to get together and meet up and see if we've got any ideas? I didn't know them prior to that, but through a mate of a mate had known them. And just kind of went from there. And then I remembered, there was someone I knew in college who used to play bass, which is our bassist, Luke. So I messaged him and he was like, yeah, go for it. And then we finished the lineup towards the middle of 2019, I think. Then released our first song at like the end of 2019. And then obviously COVID hit like a couple months after. So then we were I think we'd released one song before COVID, then one song just as COVID hit. And then it just halted us for a while. But yeah, then we've kind of a bit moved on from then a bit. We've had a couple changes at guitar, a couple changes at drums, but I think our lineup right now is pretty fucking solid.
Liam completely pinned me down, like to like really, like I was in another band and it was just a night out, and I don't even know how I didn't really know Liam, but he was so drunk, drunk. He was like, listen, our guitarist is moving to Australia. And I was like, Liam, I'm a one guy kind of band. I'm not a band slut. And he was like, no, I'm just saying. And he was doing my head in. Like, he was so much more drunk than me. And like, he was very persistent. And then I went to get my first tattoo, and I didn't know that the tattoo artist was actually Liam's best mate. And so I had to sit for this 8-hour tattoo with the tattoo artist going, join Flatline. Go on, join it. And then stuff went south with my band. Like, basically, as they were closing off the auditions for the new guitarist, so I just jumped in Liam's DMs and I was like, please, like, go on, give us a go. Let us, like, you've nagged me enough, let me have a go. And then
now you're playing Download, mate.
I know. A year and a half later.
Wow. Oh my God. I mean, I want to ask, I need to get this question out because it's playing on my mind. Who is responsible for the lyric?
Hell is empty, all the
the cunts are living here. It's just incredible.
We spoke about this in the group chat as soon as you mentioned it on the podcast.
Oh yeah. It's our bassist. Yeah.
He was happy that you picked that out.
Perfect.
We love it. I mean, do you all contribute bits and bobs? Do you all write? Do you all,
So we've only recently just got our drummer. So at the minute, I would say our drummer hasn't wrote anything because it was only with past couple of weeks, but yeah, we all do bits and bobs. I'd say I write the most of it, but yeah, I mean, like when we're doing like the vocal parts and stuff, like half of the vocals, melodies and stuff will come from you, and yeah, I'd say most of us are always contributing bits and bobs, but it's probably mostly myself.
Yeah, when we were coming together to put that EP together, we were thinking about it. What was it, mid 2023, and I joined the band officially in March. So Liam was like, I've written these 3 songs, and he thought them through. Like they weren't like just bits and bobs, we can take this, we can change with this. It was like he pressed play and we were all like, oh my God. So like there was just I just did bits and bobs with the vocals, like, but the rest of us do write a fair bit. We just, that EP and the previous EP is primarily this boy.
You haven't been together that long, seemingly. I mean, how do you sound so polished? I mean, where does that come from?
I went to university in London to study audio engineering.
Is it just as simple as that? Are you the guy?
I do the production for it. We actually send it off to a guy in France called Modern Nihilism Recordings to mix it. Not that I feel like I do a decent job mixing it, but I'm super anal, so I'd spend forever on it.
Yeah,
so
I know the feeling.
So we send it to him to get mixed, but I don't know. The production side of it is mostly just pissing about and seeing what sticks.
We're all pretty techie minded. Like our other guitarist Mike actually works in a guitar store, so he knows about the gear that's coming out and what's best to use. And I did music technology in college, so like we're sort of clued up on stuff like that. And then Liam's work had an actual a sound booth in it, didn't we recorded all the vocals in a sound booth in Liam's work, which completely isn't anything to do with music at all.
Oh yeah, I work on a port, doing logistics stuff, and for some reason when we built this new office, they've put a music room on the top floor that's all soundproofed and audio acoustically treated, and no idea why, but I utilise it quite a lot. No one else in the company does, but I do.
God, that's lucky. Isn't it?
It's good, isn't it?
Well, I mean, somebody had that in mind. Someone's got a plan for that place, haven't they?
Well, they got some instruments and stuff and put them in there, because I think that idea behind it is on oil rigs. They have a music studio for musicians that are on an oil rig to just go in and play stuff, and they wanted the same kind of mentality of if anyone, I don't know, because a lot of the people that work where I work are ex-oil rig people, so they wanted the same kind of mentality, but like I said, no one else seems to really be using it but myself, which is fine because I get used as much as I want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to say that your videos are really, although they're quite simple from what I've seen, they're really nice. I mean, you've got one.
I like them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, where did you film? You've got the one where you're all stood out in the greenery. Where was that?
That's Redcar Beach, isn't it?
Yes.
That's honestly, we just used our friends, local, I suppose, videographers, for all that stuff, and then we just picked. It was very DIY, so it means a lot that you'd say that. So
oh yeah, it'd be buzzing. It'd be buzzing.
Beautifully shot, absolutely beautifully shot.
Yeah. It was actually, and what Mike told me the other day, he said that it's actually somewhere where the 1975s filmed a music video back when they first started. So one of their first music videos was filmed in the same spot.
Right.
Well, Liam's a massive 1975 fan as well.
Oh yeah, I like the 1975.
All that bullshit about metal and Linkin Park and stuff. Yeah.
They're class.
I mean, I'm really impressed. I mean, I'm just appreciating all the effort that you've gone to make Flatline. You know,
that video on the beach was a nightmare. By the way, there was because it's Redcar, there was chavs riding around on motorbikes. Honestly,
you having to stop a take midway through because there's
four-stroke.
Someone drifting a bloody drift.
Yeah. He was stop and rev his engine and stuff. And we're we were playing it. There's a drummer in the middle of nowhere drumming, and all you've got is a guy revving his engine.
Oh God!
Dirt bikes racing around.
So where do you want to get to? And what sort of? I mean, who would you compare yourself to in terms of where you want to get to?
Oh, that's a funny question, because I think once upon a time I would have just said headline download, that would have been it. But I think even just playing download now, that doesn't mean I'm going to then play download and then disappear and think, we're fine. But that was the dream, really, play download, and we're now playing download. So I'd like to think it's just up and up and up from there. If we can play download and get ourselves on the main lineup as well, that'll be
for me. That's I don't like working in long-term goals because I just give up. So the next one is either Friday, Saturday, or the Sunday, any slot, 12, first thing where everyone's hungover, everyone stands still, squinting, moody, on the Saturday. I don't mind, just a slot on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be ideal.
And like you said, it's probably better on the Wednesday anyway because everyone gets there and is just ready to go ham.
Yeah. One of the first bands that they will see at Download. I mean, you've got a lot of eyes on you there, a lot of eager eyes. You know.
So, other than the influencers you've mentioned who are appearing on the bill this year, who else are you looking forward to see this year at Download?
This is a tough one. Because
Easy one for me.
I've got so many that I want to see, and I don't know if we're going to see him because it's Liam's stag do, and there's 12 other lads who's just going to be dragging us to the bar every 2 minutes.
You'll be right. You go see who you want.
I really want to see Slaughter to Prevail. I really want to see the Black Dahlia Murder. I've already mentioned them. Like, I love the heavy stuff live. Like, you just get... I listen to quite, like, diverse music, like, eclectic, but live, I love the heavy stuff because the energy you get from it is just, like, overwhelming. Like, you feel it a lot more. So, for me, it's all the heavy stuff.
I'm going to say the total opposite. I'm absolutely buzzing for Busted.
Wow, really?
Absolutely
Agreed.
buzzing,
And
yeah.
heavy stuff and Busted. I'll correct that one. I'm psyched for Busted as well.
Like I said, my gateway was Linkin Park, but before then, like what actually got me to listening to any music in the first place ever was Busted. And I remember the day when they broke up. It was like January 2000. Was it 2005 or was it? I can't remember.
Did you cry?
Probably, yeah. I would have only been like 8-9 years old.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
I feel your pain.
I did have their album. I had a present for everyone. It was a banger, that album.
Great. So yeah, probably Busted. But then, like I said, the other ones that influenced, like I really want to see Alpha Wolf, While She Sleeps, Error, Shikari are a massive one for me. Yeah, I don't know who else. But there is plenty more. Can't think off the top of my head.
I know this is controversial because the amount of people have kicked off about Fall Out Boy headlining, but my girlfriend bought us both tickets to see him in Glasgow, was it early last year? And I wasn't expecting it, but they were phenomenal. Like they were really, really good. Like they played all the old stuff, and I went through an emo phase. I know everyone says it wasn't a phase. I still love the songs, but From Under the Cork Tree was such a good album, and they played loads of it. I was so happy. So I am looking forward to seeing Fall Out Boy as well, and if Avenged play the old stuff as well.
Yeah, I think, Avenged for me as well, if they play the old stuff. I wasn't impressed with their new album at all, but if they play a festival kind of greatest hits set, then I'll be in my element for that.
Yeah, that'd be class.
And I think, Fall Out Boy, it's a solid old school set. There's not going to be anybody in that crowd who can't enjoy that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If you smashed as well, it'd be funny. It'd be class.
So you're regulars at Download, are you?
Yeah. So I've been. Oh God, I don't know how many times I've been. I think I started going to festivals in like 2009. But do you remember Sonosphere Festival?
Wow. Yeah.
I went there first, and then I went downloading 11, 13, 14, 15, then the pilot, and then 22, 23.
What's the scene like up in the Northeast?
It historically hasn't been great, but the past couple of years there's been loads of bands coming in left, right, and centre. Like I said, October Ends and Ritual's been going for a little while, but both those are fantastic. Hold on, let's name drop some more bands. Liminal, they're great.
Liminal, great. Culturist, Monarchs.
Yeah.
Who else? Like
Negatives. Why have I not said Negatives?
Negatives we absolutely love those boys, and they are amazing. Like they are. Like when I first saw them, I was like, "How are these a local band? How?" They're unbelievable. So
yeah, it is getting really good nowadays.
Bit competitive, or you're all friendly?
Oh, I'd say we're all friendly. Yeah.
But at the
we're
same
like best
time,
mates
very,
with Negatives.
very competitive. Because we're like those bands that we've name dropped. I wouldn't say they're a million miles from us genre wise. Like I'm very, very happy for them. Oh, we forgot Motions. Motions are fantastic as well. But we're all sort of metalcore, tech, that sort of along those lines, and like would probably sit comfortably on a lineup with them. So like when I rock up at a gig, you don't want to be the band that people are like, oh, they were better than them. I thought that like you want to be the band that everyone's like, oh my god, they were amazing. So obviously we're going to play our best, and we'd like to be the best, but we're still happy for them. It's sort of a weird one.
Yeah,
I'm competitive, but I love them all.
Well, you've got the Takeover, you've got Download. There's a few things that puts you up there. So if you were being competitive, that's what you could say to them,
Yeah.
But thanks ever so much for taking some time out with Festpod. We will see you backstage on it's the Doghouse stage, isn't it? I always try to, because I always get confused. Yeah. Is it Dogtooth or Doghouse?
Dogtooth, yeah. Doghouse. It's the Doghouse, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see you there anyway for a quick chat. Hopefully, if you have, if you've not exploded after performing, we'll have a quick chat with you then as well. But thanks ever so much to you both. Thanks,
Perfect.
Flatline.
Thank you so much for having
Well
us,
done, guys.
Thanks for taking the time to interview us. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks a lot. Wow, looking forward to catching their set on the Wednesday evening. It's going to be great. Can't bloody wait, Rich. I can't wait.
Wow, again, Flatline, another band I'm really excited to see, Neil. I think, again, another band that's it's going to tear it up. And again, it's going to be a massive change. For, they're going on after the Gallowgate Murders. And then into Flatline. It's just going to, fuck me, it's going to blow people's minds. The different style, again, and it's just going to... Yeah, it's great booking. It's really great booking. So fair play to the secret takeover panel who selected this lineup.
The masked,
yeah,
panel.
The masked
yeah, I like that. See, there you go. The masked panel. It's a good name for a band, actually, or maybe not. Anyway, let's move on to the next band who are... See, I can't wait for these. I can't wait for them, Rich. I think they're fucking great.
I'm semied already.
This is InRetrospect.
Oh, shit.
So we're here with InRetrospect, live from Leeds. Hello, lads.
All right.
Hey, so introduce yourselves.
Go for it, man.
I'm Gmo. I play the drums.
And I'm Nathan. I've got the pipes.
The pipes, yeah.
What a fine set of pipes you have too.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. It's fair to say we're fans. We like
thank you.
what you do.
Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot. That. Thank you.
So, congratulations, first of all, for making it onto the stage at the Takeover. It's amazing. It's a massive achievement because, of course, there were hundreds of other bands that wanted to do the same thing. So tell me, how did it feel to get that news?
It was a bit of a weird one because, so we applied last year, and then I think we got a little bit too giddy before everything was announced. And obviously, when it got announced that we weren't playing, and then when they did the Spotify players, the shortlist, we weren't in it. We were like, "Fuck, right, okay, we got too excited. It's way too early." And then this time we were kind of like, let's not get excited. And then I was actually in the middle of writing a message to our manager saying, I don't think we've got Download Takeover this year. And halfway through the message, we had a fucking email pop up. I was like, nah, that's spam. That's definitely spam.
He was like, in the morning, he was like, we are fucking playing Download, boys.
Fucking nuts, man. I was like, I'm not going to work today. Not a chance. So it was such a sick feeling to find out we're playing it. It's nuts. I don't think it's fully sunk in yet.
It still feels unreal.
Yeah, he's absolutely bricking it, man.
Oh, wow. So, have you been Download before?
No, First time.
Oh, you've never been?
Yeah, first time.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking nuts.
We can't wait, and it's going to be...
You realise the stage is fucking massive, right?
Oh, dude, I had the advancing through. Oh, my God. I'm looking at that thinking, I struggle to run 100 metres. Come on. You got me. It's going to be sick, man. Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So tell me about the band. I mean, how many of you are there in the band?
5. Yeah,
there's 5 in the band. Yeah. And how did you all get together?
It's a bit of a weird one, really, isn't it? Yeah. So there was, InRetrospect was a band before me and Gmo joined. Obviously, because part of the lads are from Grimsby, and then we're from Leeds. So I met them through my brother, because my brother lives in Grimsby. And James, our guitarist, when there was kind of changing the lineup around a few years ago, messaged me in the offline, was like, have you ever done vocals? And I was like, well, not really. I've always been a guitarist and done backing vocals. So it's like, I'll give it a try. Why the fuck not? So I jumped in, about 4 years ago? 4 years ago?
3.5, I think.
About 3.5 years ago. Yeah, just before COVID. Got a set together, practiced together, was ready to gig, and obviously then COVID hit. And then we parted ways with our drummer at the time. And to be fair, I was niggling at you for ages, because me and Gmo had been in a band before. And I was trying to find a drummer for time. And you get videos sent to you, and you think you're really, really good, but as soon as I give you a like a double kick routine, there's going to be a problem sort of thing. And this motherfucker was like, I'm all right, and then sent me a fucking Polaris cover. I was like, yeah. You're all right, you're all right.
Watching it now, I feel like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not even playing the right song, bro.
we were trying to bring Gmo for ages, but obviously Gmo was in another band at the time as well. And then it kind of just fell into place where when we was sort of parting ways with ours, you were kind of on the verge of, I'm not really in a band.
Yeah.
I had a chat with him, and then suddenly we're like, yeah, we'll give it a try. And then since then,
I think it was James who asked me first, like earlier that year.
Oh, he's always got to get fucking first.
No, but then I was like, I fucking play this kind of genre.
You never can win.
I can't do it. I was like, yeah, I said no for the first time, then you asked me, and I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
Like I say, it kind of worked out well because it was COVID, we had a bit of time to like practice, chill, get everything in order before we actually do anything. So yeah, that's basically how it all came around. A bit weird, kind of two parts of the country, but it works.
We've met at a show, didn't we? In retrospect, and when we were in a band before as well.
Did we? Oh shit! Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Oh god! Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit, man. He doesn't care.
Fucking, I'll tell you what, man. Yeah. No, yeah, we did. Yeah, because we ended up playing with them, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So, who does the writing for the band?
It's kind of a mix, really, isn't it? Like Jez and James will write guitars, and then we have like the amount of Google Drive folders that we have for certain things is ridiculous. They'll write the guitars. You'll then put obviously a drum beat over.
Yeah.
Toby's sort of working out his bits, and then I'm kind of writing vocals from part to part. So we all play a part in it, really.
Proper collaborative effort, then.
Yeah, man. We had to try and find a different way because obviously I know a lot of bands will write together, but because we're kind of split, like I say, between Leeds, York, Grimsby, I know it's not too far away from each other, but when you try and get together, obviously when you're all work and whatnot, it's like we had to find a way to do it without being able to meet every single time.
Mm-hmm. We know the feeling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, the sound of the band, I don't want to blow smoke up your ass, but we love the sound of the band. We're getting sort of new metal vibes as well. I mean, what are your influences?
It's like all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah, all sorts.
It was like genty metalcore when we first started. And then we kind of...
Well, we always loved the new metal era anyway, so...
Yeah, I think every time we was in like vans and stuff, it was always Limp Bizkit and whatnot that'd come on. And then I think we kind of like had the thought of the EP that we released first time didn't go down as well as we thought it would. Well, not thought it would, but hoped it would, should I say. So it was like, maybe we kind of rebrand a little bit, and because we're all idiots, we were like, well, we all love new metal, we all love being idiots, so if we can like mix it, and we might be onto something. But like, I don't, influences wise, I'm more like dad rock, so Blackstone Cherry, bands like that. I'm way up for that. Jez is sort of R&B, hip hop.
Yeah.
James is just shit. And then Toby's similar.
He's gonna kill you, bro.
Toby's like old metal, and then I don't. You're kind of all sorts.
Also, I like jazz. I like a bit of everything.
Yeah, you do like a bit of everything. You
every dish.
Every dish.
Like an all you can eat buffet kind of vibe. Yeah.
We like those.
Now we've seen, obviously we've seen a lot of your performances on YouTube, on your videos, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
And I want to tell you that I love the energy that you guys have got.
Cheers, man.
It's seemingly non-stop. You know, throughout the whole start to finish in your videos, it is. And your videos are ace, by the way. I don't know who makes your videos for you, but they're excellent.
It's a guy called Murray Deeves, and he is an absolute god on that album. He works with some sick bands. He doesn't like boast on how big he is or anything like this. He just the way he looks at things is just ridiculous. So we were like pretty set on getting Murray from the get-go, I think, when we came into this style. So yeah, he's an absolute beast. Love you, Murray. Big up.
So like, do you have a vision for the band? I mean, who do you see yourself being next to in the future?
Yeah, so this is the scary thing, right? So obviously we're heavily influenced by Limp Bizkit, like ridiculously influenced by Limp Bizkit. So then finding out we're now playing a festival with Limp Bizkit, it was kind of like, fuck, we need to change some of these riffs, man. Like, copyright straight in that bad boy. Nah, I think if we could get to like the level of playing alongside someone like Limp Bizkit, that would be fucking unreal, man.
Do you reckon there's a chance that you could meet him?
Do you reckon, boys, hanging around the guest area? You never know.
You know what, right? I think if that happened, I don't know how I'd react. I don't know if I'd like... Because people say this thing like, when you get in a... When you start to get a little bit bigger, you become cool when you meet, like, bigger people. It's like, nah, I'm freaking out if I meet people. I'm screaming. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could meet Fred Durst, that'd be fucking...
That'd be sick. That'd be fucking...
I'd retire.
It could happen. I mean, do you know, weirder things have happened. You know, just walking around. I mean, you know, if you've been to Download, you don't have bump into some strange people, some famous people, some people you're never going to see ever again in your life. But it's a really, I mean, you bump into all kind of people, so you never know.
You know, obviously, as an artist and performer, you know, you're going to be in the guest area. You're going to have that access if you're around for the whole weekend. There's every opportunity or every possibility you're gonna bump into people, and who knows, Fred might be around, and you might have to fangirl over him.
Oh, 100%. We should all bring like the blonde perm wigs.
I mean, I was going to ask, how do you feel about Fred's new look?
I love it, man. It's ballsy, but I love it.
Do you prefer it to the old red cap?
Bit of both.
Yeah, bit of both. Like, it's because, like, I mean, obviously with our songs, we're always talking about like Outkast, for example. It's okay to be different, sort of thing, and we push the whole be fucking different and don't give a fuck what someone else thinks about it. So the fact he's wearing the most outrageous shit, I am so there for. So there for. I love it.
I love that. That's amazing.
So, like, in terms of recordings and, you know, EPs, albums, where do we stand at the moment?
We're meant to be...
Hang on.
Hang on.
You do this all the time, you. So we're currently releasing tracks. Obviously, we've just released a track called Misunderstood, which that released on Wednesday. Which, like I say, in a couple of days, the love for that's been fucking unreal. So we kind of, at the moment, I think we're plan is to release another track just before Download, which would be fucking sick. We're just trying to get everything in place for that at the moment. As for the rest of it, I can't say much, but everything will be like, what is going to be announced will be announced in the next month. So
really?
It's exciting, though. Yeah. It was for it, man. Yeah.
So you've got, I mean, have you given any thought to what your set's going to be?
Oh, it's already done. It's fucking, it's done, man. Like, the first thing we said... Oh, man. That'd be fucking nuts. Oh, yeah, we were straight on that, weren't we? We were like, as soon as we found out how long we had, we were like, right, we need to get the set done now, because we need to fucking practice this thing every single day.
Yeah.
Like, my job, for example, I'm driving quite a lot of the time, so I'll put it, obviously, through the speakers, and then I'm sat at traffic lights, fucking hand on the wheel, screaming out the window. You've got old fucking Janice next to me, like, what is he doing? It's like, yeah! I think we just got, because we got overexcited with it, we were like, we can either be really overexcited and not do anything, or be really overexcited and put it to, like, good use.
Yeah. I think you've done the right thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. So what can people expect then if they come to the takeover? What is someone who's never seen you before going to see when they see you on stage?
Big energy,
yeah. Just
sexy ass drummer.
Sexy as pipes. You got Jez, you got Toby, you got James.
Hey,
you got all sorts of that, man.
Big energy. We've been planning a lot of stuff that we've been back and forth with Download on certain things we can do and certain things we can't do.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, man.
Are we allowed to bring a surfboard?
Ooh, I mean, I would give it a go. I don't know if you're allowed to.
I mean,
I'll
like-
certainly try.
I got a plan.
Yeah, no, we've been planning quite a lot, so we've had to do quite a few risk assessments on certain things as well.
Oh wow!
How about an inflatable dinghy?
Yeah, well, it's not. But you know what? You kind of got me excited with that. You know, big energy, big riffs, acceptance. Like we
Just
don't
have
give
fun,
a fuck
man. Yeah,
who's in there.
yeah.
Like everyone is part of one thing in that tent. Like as long as people are having fun,
Yeah.
and people leave thinking, "Holy shit, we fucking enjoyed
That
that."
was sick, yeah.
Then yeah, that's all we're asking for, man.
We just want everyone to be sweating after the set.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be.
I fingers crossed. I tell you what, Rich's reaction in that in announcement when he came over, oh god, I was in stitches, man. So if Rich can get another semi and possibly get that to a fully,
I've got one now.
What's sound, man?
Excellent, amazing. We can't wait to meet you guys. It's going to be a hell of a day on that day. So we'll be round the back of the tent with a microphone and
I'm
a
a semi.
camera. And Richard semi or fully, hopefully. To see you and have a word with you, hopefully after you've been on stage. Now, you know, some people are a bit full of energy, let's say, when they come off stage, so we can understand if you don't want to say hello immediately, but hopefully at some point we'll get to see you.
Like I said, we appreciate what you've done, obviously, with the
Yeah.
announcement and then bringing us on. So
Thanks so
if
much.
you're there, we're coming to you.
Sweaty, fully erect hugs.
Yes, yes.
That's what real men do.
The little fucking springs on the back of doors when cats are like.
That's in retrospect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
Peace.
Thank you. You see, there you go. You've got good reason to be excited. Just look at them, just chatting with us, and they were so entertaining. But on stage, they're going to be something else.
I mean, what could you say other than great bunch of lads, right? Honestly. And I know people might think when we say great bunch of lads, we're taking the piss all the time, but we're not, honestly. And we're not even at the headliner yet, right? And in retrospect, I've got me semied.
You want to be in a crowd for this. You want to be,
I want to be on the barrier. That's what I want to be.
You can't miss this. You can't miss any of these guys. That you're going to have such a good. It's the start of Download, really. It's an excuse to get out of your tent, take some beers, and then at the end of the evening, you've got Bleed Again. Okay, so welcome to Bleed Again.
Hello.
Thank you for having us. Welcome to Festpod. Thanks for joining us. So, for our audience who may not have heard your music before or seen you on stage, just introduce yourselves.
I'm James. I do the lead shouting, screaming type vocals in the band.
And I'm Sam. I'm one of the two guitarists, and I do some shouts, but more singy, melodic bits for everyone. But yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been going for?
Oh, blimey. As Bleed Again, I think we've been around properly since around 2015.
Okay.
There was some time before that, but we were just sort of mucking around. But we started gigging properly in about 2015.
Fantastic.
So congratulations on getting through to
Thank you.
Takeover, and congratulations on getting the coveted headline spot.
Yes.
I mean, like, there's kind of a double barrel question here. What does it mean to you as a band? And also, I know this isn't the first time you guys have applied, so as somebody who's applied for multiple years, is this even more special now?
Yeah. Massively. Obviously, we've been plugging away trying to get on the Takeover stage, like so many other bands around the country. Just performing at Downloads, an absolute privilege. So to finally get asked to play and then to get asked to headline is just massive for us, and we're beyond ready for it. I kind of feel like we've been working and gigging towards doing this show, especially for a long time, if it was ever going to happen, and now it is. So
yeah, it's. I mean, to second everything James said, like it's just a dream come true. Especially after, as you say, like applying for a few years now. To finally get through was one thing. I mean, I think you rang me randomly, and I was like, "What could he possibly want?" On a weekday afternoon, and yeah, I'm glad I answered. But, yeah,
what were you doing when you found out?
I think I was working.
Yeah,
I was finishing working.
I just started a new job, so I started a new job, and I'd had a training week, and I was on my first day out in the field doing my new job. I'm a photographer. I go around taking photos of properties during the week, but so I was there with another colleague. And I'd just done my first job with him. I'd known him for about 45 minutes, and I walked outside, checked my phone, and I got the messages, and he was like, "Are you all right, mate?" And I was like, "No, I need to make some phone calls."
Yeah,
it was quite interesting.
Wow, I mean, have you seen the Takeover before? Have you seen the size of the stage that you're going to be on?
Yes, that is, again, it's big, but I don't think it's daunting.
No, I think as you said in your previous point, like we've been preparing, or I guess hoping for this opportunity for years now, and we've seen bands of previous years. We've been watching their YouTube, I guess, videos they put up, and
we know Confessions of a Traitor quite well, don't we? And
Confessions of a Traitor.
Seen there.
Confessions of a Traitor.
Played gigs with them a few times.
Yeah, the 500 guys. Obviously, and it's just.
I can't wait.
I really don't think there's words. Like everyone I've spoken to that's kind of known, I guess me, you probably had the same, like growing up playing guitar in your bedroom, or like me myself singing into the back end of a deodorant can pretending it's a microphone, and like my parents laughing at me and be like, "Leave me alone one day." So yeah, it's amazing to actually be like, I'm playing Download actually, so thanks.
We've all been there, but obviously you guys have made it. I never did, so props to you. What are you guys going to bring? For people who don't know you, what are you going to bring to the headline slot? What can people expect of that set?
We've been working quite tirelessly to build a set, especially for Download. We've taken into account certain songs that we know go down with people, because obviously we're well aware we're going to be playing to a lot of new faces. We also know of a lot of people that are going to be there that already know who we are, but we're preparing a set and we're going to have some real fun with it. We've got some special treats of things that people have never heard before, and some fun stuff at the end. And a new single as well is going to be performed.
Oh, a bit of a treat.
Yes.
Just going to throw some Harry about that or something. Don't hold us to that.
Let's talk about your influences. I mean, who do you all listen to?
You go first with that.
Sure, yeah. I mean, mine are vast, or they go from, I guess, I'm a huge Biffy Clyro fan. I grew up loving Linkin Park, which, I think a lot of us did, but Foo Fighters as well, for just like songs, and then also everything to like, now Spirit Box, Architects, huge Architects fan, especially, being born and growing up in Brighton. I've always seen them go from these tiny venues to, Alexandra Palace, and now I think supporting Metallica last night. So,
Wow.
But just a hell of a lot of, I get song orientated, but, Biffy Clyro to, I loved Busted growing up as well, so I'm buzzing to see them. Yeah, I was talking to my mum about that yesterday. So
we're a complete mix really as a band. A lot of it is obviously rock and metal and things like that, but growing up I used to listen to and love cheesy pop music, but then I kind of got into rap when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And that was my transition into metal really, I think it was seeing Wu-Tang with Limp Bizkit on End Together Now. And I was like, oh, Limp Bizkit, okay. And then sort of checked out Papa Roach, and then heard Linkin Park, fell in love. But everything from that to Hatebreed, a bit of hardcore, the mainstream stuff, not gonna lie, but just a complete mixed bag really.
And so how would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it before?
When you label things, I suppose you say metalcore.
I think if we ask people, they would say metalcore, but I almost I don't resent that label, but I know there's a bit of stigma around it. People don't like metalcore, whatever else. But I think if you listen to our songs, especially our newest album, it is metalcore at the kind of the base of it. If you just go like, there's heavy vocals, then there's a chorus, and there's singy vocals in places, but there is a bit of variety in everything. Like, I think your influence has really come through. Simon's massive on Trivium. I know
Machine Head and Metallica,
Machine Head,
like
I'm
riff
a
writing
huge
and
Machine
stuff.
Head fan as well. How did I not mention them? Oh my god. Lamb of God as well while we're on it,
Yeah,
just for the previous question. But yeah, no, I would say, I suppose, yeah, if you want to label it metalcore, but also, I don't know, there's heavy breakdowns, there's lighter bits, there's choruses that you can sing to, there's choruses you can scream to, there's a bit of everything really. I know that's cliche, but
yeah.
You see, I love metalcore. I don't get this whole hate around the labelling of bands as metalcore. I love everything. I love a bit of everything, but you know, some of my favourite bands are metalcore bands. I'm going off a bit of a tangent here, but why do you think there's so much hate around labelling bands as metalcore these days? Do you think there's just been an oversaturation in the market, or?
I think so.
Possibly. I think when you go back to like the early 2000s to sort of the mid 2000s, that kind of era, you think about bands like Killswitch Engage, especially a massive influence on myself and the band. And, but we have noticed it, being from sort of like a Brighton-based band. In Brighton, they tend to prefer the heavier stuff, like and the more technical side of things. It's quite weird. Whenever we play in Brighton, we've had amazing shows in Brighton, but there definitely is a stigma about metalcore in Brighton.
Yeah.
When we go out on the road and stuff is when we really meet new people and make new fans. In Brighton, it's tough with metalcore. They love the heavier stuff. I'm not entirely sure why people dislike it. You could just say something simple like they don't like singing in songs, in metal songs.
It could literally be as simple as that, yeah.
It could be.
Maybe they've just seen too much of it over the years. And bands like Killswitch Engage, should have mentioned them, like the godfather of it, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that happened, that was incredible, and then I guess so many bands since then have been emulating that, but then I guess some do it to different levels and expand on it, so yeah.
It's a broad church though, isn't it, metal? I mean, there's lots of different kinds of metal, and there's something for everybody, really.
That's what we find when we go out on the road and we do gigs, and like I say, we meet new people and we play our songs. There'll be some people there that will really appreciate the heavier parts of like our sets, and then there'll be another section of the crowd that really appreciate the sing-alongs and the clapping along and the waving the arm in the air and stuff like that. You know, we do take it very seriously. The songs are always important lyrically, but we also like to have a load of fun with it. I mean, we're going to have the biggest smiles on our faces when we play.
Yeah.
And generally we always do, but being on that stage at Download is going to be it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds, again, cliche, but it will be the set of our lives. Like, I just can't wait. And, well, so far, you know, who knows where next? But, yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Do you have a hardcore of fans who are going to be there supporting you?
Yeah. There's a big group of people who are quite close to our bass player, Chris. I think they've gone to Download every year for the last 10 years. I think this will be my 9th time there. I took a bit of time off when I had a child. It wasn't as simple to go because me and my wife both like to go. We met at Download in 2009.
Wow.
And we became a couple. We were with different people there in different friend groups, but we became a couple there in 2013, and then we went for a lot of years. And just to give her a little shout out this year, she's going to be performing on the same stage.
Oh, fantastic.
She's a dance teacher for a company called Rockfit.
Oh, yes.
And as soon as we found out that we were playing, she was going to try and get on Download anyway, but it just, you know, she got the opportunity to do it, so we're both going to be performing on that stage.
Wow.
And there's
Well,
going to be a lot of
something.
friends. A lot of friends are going to be there first thing, on that Wednesday, watching all the bands and looking forward to us. So it's going to be great.
Metal family. There we go.
100%.
Chris was actually going. Chris had a ticket, or I suppose now he has two, technically, but he's paid for one. So
he's got a friend who's just bought it off him, so he's going.
Yeah, so Chris was going anyway, and then he was like, "Oh well, I guess I'm playing it." And then I think he's going to camp with them after as well. But yeah.
It's going to be a little bit emotional in a couple of points, because that big group of people that go every year, there's a guy called Olaf that sadly passed away. Trying to think how long ago it was now. It's over a year now, isn't it? It's about 14 months ago. Yeah. He went to download every year. He was, 6 foot?
It felt like
3,
8 foot,
4,
but yeah,
5.
He was massive.
Absolute man mountain of a guy. And he would have been there right at the front as well.
Yeah.
He would have been at the front giving Sam shit. The first time he met him at Sam's first gig, he tried to put him in a bin.
It was my first gig. The first gig joining the band, and he just saw me and went, "Well," he just attacked me all night. He would not leave my nipples alone. He tried to put me in a bin. After we finished, and I was concentrating singing, he was like, "Why do you sing with your eyes closed? It's weird." And then just never missed a nipple either. It was crazy. He would not even look at it. It was like, "Ooh." He had a gift to that man.
So he'll be missed. He would have been there at the front, but everyone else that's in that group, they're going to be there and cheering us on, and he'll be there in spirit as well. But yeah, it's going to be good.
So after some years, trying to get on that stage, you're finally going to be there. Where do you see yourselves in a few years' time? Because obviously, the takeover does have can have quite an effect on your success and your notoriety, and people start to know you. And I mean, you've obviously released some albums, you've had some music out already, you're gigging, you're brand new, but where do you see it taking you?
Bigger stages, I suppose, on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday potentially, or that'd be nice. I don't know, I guess it, with any band or any kind of career of a band, unless they've exploded. No, Sleep Token comes to mind. They just went bang, which is amazing. But for a lot of us, it's almost baby steps. This is obviously a huge step for us, and we're forever grateful and can't wait. But after that, it's going to be get on this support slot, that festival, this stage, and keep grinding out as we have been. So yeah,
very much so. I think, like Sam said, everything has been like a step-by-step thing. We've had points in the band where we've got to like a pretty good level, and then something's happened within the band or private life and stuff, and we've had to kind of put things on hold. That's happened a good 2 or 3 times. I mean, our first album, Momentum, we actually signed a record deal, and that got distributed worldwide.
Wow.
But the deal turned out not to be wonderful. We never lost any money or got screwed or anything, but it wasn't quite what they promised. And towards the end of that touring cycle, myself and our old bass player both became parents around the same time. Right. I've managed to find a way to keep things going, because I mean I've been here since day one, so it's kind of like my baby as such. But he found it a bit more difficult, so unfortunately had to leave, so we had to slow things down a little bit. And then just recently, we last October we lost our original drummer, Russell. He had left the band in 2019, but he sadly passed away last October. Wow. And the drummer that took over from him, he'd recently left the band as well. So last summer, we were very much just like slowing things down, figuring out what we're going to do. And then Russ passed away in October, and we just decided to we need to just chill out for a bit. I can't get my head around this. But I remember New Year's Day came around, and I was just like, no, I'm not done yet. We need to do things. I still want to play. Download has always been on my mind. And I was like, we need to freshen this up again, write some new music, which is what we've done. Changed all of our social media pages, got a new logo. We've now got another new drummer. And yeah, we've kind of been in stages as we get to a certain point. Like we toured around Europe, mainland Europe, and then we came back, and then a couple of us had kids, and we had to slow down, and then you go back up again. And this feels like the right trajectory again, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as Sam said in a very longer answer, bigger stages and more festival slots. Yeah, that's the plan.
Wow, fantastic. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing you on the stage there. I mean, it's going to be incredible. You know, obviously as headliners, you know, you're there the last show of the night, and we're going to be there to cheer you on and hopefully have a chat with you backstage as well.
100%. Yeah, I do have to mention. So as of recording this, in a couple of days, we're going to be dropping a teaser for our new single that is called Parasite, and it will be out on the 7th of June, the Friday before download.
Fantastic. And obviously we'll be getting to hear that live on the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, fantastic. Sam and James from Bleed Again, thanks so much for chatting to us here on Festpod, and we will look forward to seeing you on the day.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for having us. Can't wait.
Thank you. Oh, they were great, weren't they? I love Bleed Again.
Absolutely lovely couple of lads. Really great to talk to. Absolute pleasure to talk to these two guys. We had a great chat offline with these two as well, where we just talked music for an hour, and it was just so great to get into their heads about what makes them tick, and thoroughly deserved headliners of Takeover this year, and great band, been through a lot, applied many times, they finally got it, things are going the right way for them. In their words, this is like baby steps in the right direction for them. They know what they want. They've got their focus as a band. They produce great music. They are tight as fuck. I am fully erect for these guys.
They are. What comes across is the passion for it all, and every aspect of what they do. And they're just taking it so seriously, and you can tell because what they make is fantastic. I'm so stoked for them.
I mean, you put it so much more eloquently than I did. I just use like erection kind of metaphors, and you kind of use passion. But you're right. They've dedicated their life around family stuff and everything else, and they've still made time for it. They've still made sure that they can still do what they love outside of family. To get that passion across, and I think the show they put on as headliners of Takeover at Download 2024 is going to be something special, and I'm really, really excited for their set.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this. The Takeover at Download is happening on Wednesday evening from 4 p.m. in the Doghouse tent in District X, which is what we now call the Village.
Tarmac Lake.
Tarmac Lake. So go along, take some beers and support these fantastic bands.
And there's no excuse, right? I'm sorry to cut you off there, Neil. There's no excuse, right? I'm talking to you right now. If you're sitting at your tent drinking beers, right? You could be in the doghouse listening to music, drinking your own beers, having a damn good fucking time, listening to some top unsigned bands. You might find your next favourite fucking band. So fucking get down there to the Doghouse, 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Take your beers, take your spirits, fucking get on it, have a mosh. Mosh till your neck falls off. Richard spoken. Peace.
Yes. So that's it. Thanks for listening. And if you'd like to support us at Festpod, click on support us at festpod.co.uk. And we will catch you at Download 2024. We will be branded up in our Festpod uniform. In fact, Eamon likes to call it a uniform.
It does. It's not a uniform.
It's, what is it? Branded clothing. Branded clothing.
Branded corporate attire.
Yes. So look out for us. In fact, we're pretty difficult to miss, to be really honest. So just come and say hi.
Look for the fat guys.
Yeah, exactly. And get a sticker off us. And we can't wait. We can't wait to go to Download. We can't wait to meet you. It's going to be. I'm so excited. Can you see? I'm just.
You're literally bouncing about in your seat. You're that excited. I mean, I'm getting excited as well. I you know what? Right. download and Bloodstock last year. Meeting people who listen to the show, watch the show is really fucking great. It makes me all tingly inside when people go, "Oh, we listen to you. We love the pod." And it's like, fucking hell, people actually listen to us. We just talk shit for a couple of hours. And we just love talking about rock and metal music and festivals. That's what we do. So yeah, just come up and say hello. You know, we'll have a beer or whatever. We can just chat for 15, 20 minutes, whatever. You know, don't be afraid. Just come and say hello, because honestly, it makes our day. It really does.
So we'll see you there. Cheers. Bye.
A Wilco Productions podcast.
Are we allowed to bring a surfboard?